in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. And I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares that hung around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek.
Oh, I love to climb a mountain and to reach the highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. And I love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Dance with me, I want my arms about you. That charm about you will carry me through.
Music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, that's forfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again. It had a dying fall. Oh, it came o'er my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough. No more. It's not so sweet now as it was before. Why, so I do the noblest that I have. Oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. How now? What news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid do return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face at ample view, but like a cloistress she will veiled walk, and water once a day her chamber round with eye-offending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
She that hath a heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love but to a brother. How will she love when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her? When liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones, are all supplied and filled, her sweet perfections with one self-king. Away, before me to sweet beds of flowers. Love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
What country friend is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what shall I do in Illyria? My sister, she is in Elysium. Perchance she is not drowned. What think you?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
My poor sister. And so perchance may she be?
True, madam. And to comfort you with chance, assure yourself, after our ship did split, when you and those poor numbers saved with you hung on our driving boat, I saw your sister, most provident in peril, bind themself, courage and hope both teaching them the practice to a strong mast that lived upon the sea, where like Orion on the dolphin's back, I saw them hold acquaintance with the waves, so long as I could see.
Mine own escape unfoldeth to my hope, whereto thy speech serves for authority the like of them. Knowest thou this country?
Ay, madam, well,
Who governs here?
a noble duke in nature as in name,
What is the name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I've heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late, for but a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh in murmur, as you know what great ones do the less will prattle of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia,
What's she?
a virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, for whose dear love they say she hath abjured the sight and company of men.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world till I had made mine own occasion mellow what my estate is.
That were hard to compass, because she will admit no kind of suit, no, not the duke's.
There is a fair behaviour in thee, captain. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. What else may hap to time I will commit, only shape thou silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of a brother thus? I'm sure cares an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier on nights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exception to your ill hours.
Why, let her accept before accepted.
Aye, but you must confine yourself within the normal limits of order. All that quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday. And of a foolish knight you brought in to be her wooer?
Who? Sir Andrew Aguecheek.
Aye, he's a very fool and prodigal.
Fie that you'll say so, for he hath all the good gifts of nature.
Oh, he hath indeed, almost natural. For besides the fact that he's a fool, he's a great quarreler. And but that he hath the gift of a coward to allay the gust he hath in quarreling, 'tis thought, among the prudent, that he would quickly have the gift of the grave.
By this hand they are scoundrels and subtractors that say so of him. Who are they?
They that add, moreover, that he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking healths to my niece, I'll drink to her as long as there is passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. What, wench, for here comes Sir Andrew.
Sir Toby Belch, how now, Sir Toby Belch?
My sweet Sir Andrew.
And bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good Mistress Accost, I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mariah, sir.
Good Mistress Mariah Accost.
You mistake, sir. Accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
By my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Fare you well, gentlemen.
And thou let part so, Sir Andrew, would thou might never draw sword again.
And you part so, mistress, I would I might never draw sword again. Do you think you have fools by the hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Marry, but you shall have, and here's my hand.
Marry, now I let go your hand.
Oh, knight, thou lackest a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think, unless you see canary put me down. Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man. But I am a great eater of beef, and I think that does some harm to my wit. I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or not do? Faith, I'll home tomorrow. Your niece will not be seen, or if she be, she'll none of me. The count himself here hard by woos her.
Oh, she'll none of the count. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate, years, nor wit. Tut, there's life in it, man.
Faith, I'll stay a month longer. I delight in masks and revels sometimes altogether.
Art thou good at these kickshaws, knight?
Faith, I can cut a caper.
And I can cut the mutton to it.
Shall we set about some revels?
What shall we do else? Were we not born under Taurus?
Taurus, that's sides and heart.
No, sir, it is legs and thighs. Let me see the caper. Higher! Excellent!
If the Duke continue these favors towards you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
Who saw Cesario? Oh,
On your attendance, my lord, here.
stand you a while, Baluch. Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have unclassed to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access, stand at her doors, and tell them there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord. If she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous, and leap all civil bounds, rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her. What then?
Then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will tend it better in thy youth.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it. For they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lips is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all assemblative a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a barful strife. Whoever I woo myself would be his wife.
My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let her hang me. God give them wisdom that have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent, or to be turned away. Is that not as good as being hanged?
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage, and for turning away, let summer bear it out.
Peace, you rogue, no more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely.
Wit and be thy will put me into good fooling. Those wits that think they have do very oft prove fools. And I, that am sure I lack thee, may pass for a wise man, for better a witty fool than a foolish wit. God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellow? Take away the lady.
Go to, you're a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
2 faults, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend. For give the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry. Bid the dishonest man mend himself. If he mend, he is no longer dishonest. If he cannot, let the botcher mend him. Anything that's mended is but patched. Virtue that transgresses is but patched with sin, and sin that amends is but patched with virtue. The lady bade, take away the fool. Therefore I say again, take her away.
Sir, I bade him take away you.
Misprison in the highest degree. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Most dexterously, good Madonna.
Well, for want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth she not mend?
Yes, and shall do to the pangs of death shake her. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity, for the better increasing your folly.
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to her, she is gagged.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though she do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam, but 'tis a fair young man.
Who of my people holds him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick, or not at home, what you will to dismiss it. By mine honor, half drunk. What is it at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
Gentleman? What gentleman?
Oh, there's a gentlewoman here. How now, sot?
Good Sir Toby.
Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery? I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
Aye, marry, what is he?
Let him be the devil, I care not.
What's a drunken man like, fool?
Like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One draught above heat makes him a fool, the second mads him, and the third drowns him.
He's in the third degree of drink. He's drowned. Go, look after him.
He is but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yond young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He is fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
He is told so much, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
What manner of man?
A very ill manner.
Of what manner and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. One would think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call him my gentlewoman. Give me my veil. Come, throw it on my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house, which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her.
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty, I pray you, tell me if you be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for, besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it. Good beauties, let me sustain no scorn.
Whence came you, sir?
Good gentleman, give me modest assurance if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart, and yet by the very fangs of malice I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have a reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time of moon with me to make one and so skipping a dialogue.
Okay, will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No, good Swabber, I am to hold here a little longer. I am a messenger.
Sure you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as fun of peace as matter.
What are you? What would you?
What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity, to any other's profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will overhear this divinity.
Most sweet lady,
Where lies your text?
in Orsino's bosom,
In his bosom. In what chapter of his bosom?
in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
You are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, is not well done.
Excellently done, if God did all. 'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Were you sent hither to praise me?
My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompensed, though you were crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you, in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial, I too would find no sense.
Why, what would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of condemned love and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberate hills and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state as well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more, unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well.
Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state as well. I am a gentleman. Be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, face, actions, limbs, spirit. Not too fast. Soft, soft. Unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. What home, Malvolia?
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger. He left this ring behind him. Tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with hopes. I am not for him. If that the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. Hie thee, Malvolia.
Madam, I will.
I do I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer? Nor will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My star shines darkly over me. Therefore, I shall crave of you your leave that I may bear my evils alone. It were a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me know of you whither you are bound.
No, Soothe. You must know of me, Antonio. My name is Sebastian. My father was that Sebastian of Messalene. He left behind him, myself, and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we have so ended? But you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas the day.
A lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. But though I could not with such estimable wonder over far believe that, yet thus far I will boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more. Oh, good Antonio, forgive me her trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill her, whom you have recovered, desire it not. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else I would very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
Were not you even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir?
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. He adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance that she will not have been, and one thing more, that you will never be so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so.
She took the ring of me. I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be so received.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much sure that methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me. Sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring. Why, he sent her none. I am the man, and if it be so as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness. How will this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. How will this fadge? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's affair. As I am woman, now at last the day, what thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? Time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be about after midnight is to be up betimes, thou knowest.
Nay, my troth, I know not, but I do know to be up late is to be up late.
Oh, a false conclusion. To be up after midnight and then to go to bed is early. So that to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Does not our life consist of the four elements?
So they say, but I rather think it consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Let us therefore eat and drink. Maria, I say, a stoup of wine.
How now, my hearts, did you never see the picture of we three?
Welcome, ass. Now let's have a catch.
Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
A love song, a love song.
Aye, I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love is coming that can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweeting, journeys end in lovers' meeting. I'll hope and I'll pray to keep your precious love well before the light. Hold me again with all of your might in the still of the night.
A mellifluous voice, as I am a true knight. A contagious breath, very sweet and contagious in faith.
Well, to hear by the nose, it is dulcet in contagion.
But shall we make the welkin dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night owl in a catch that will draw 3 souls out of 1 weaver? Shall we do that? Most certain. And our catch shall be... Thou knave. Begin, fool. It begins, hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Indeed, indeed. Begin, begin. Hold thy peace.
Hold thy peace. I prithee, hold thy peace. Thou knave, hold thy pace.
What a caterwauling do we keep here? If my lady have not called upon her servant Malvolio to turn you out of doors, never trust me.
Silly Valley lady.
Beshrew me, the knight's in admirable fooling.
Aye, he does so with a better grace if he be disposed. But I do it more natural. Oh, the 12th day of
For
December.
the love of God, peace.
My masters, are you mad or what are you? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble on like tinkers at this time of night? Do you make an alehouse of my lady's house without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir. In our catches!
Sir Toby, my lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she is nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself from your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Art any more than a steward? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous that there will be no more cakes and ale? Maria, I say, a stoup of wine!
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor at anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears. Ugh. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my own bed.
Ooh, possess us. Tell us something of him.
Marry, sir, he is kind of a Puritan. The devil a Puritan, that is, or anything constantly but a time pleaser. An affectionate ass that can't state without book and utters it by great swords. The best persuaded of himself, so crammed as he thinks with excellencies, that it is his grounds of faith that all that look on him love him. And on that vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love. I can write very much like my lady, your niece. We can hardly make distinction on our hands.
Excellent. I smell a device. I have it in my nose, too. He will think, by the letters that thou wilt drop, that they come from my niece, and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse would make him an ass.
I know my physic will work with him. I will plant you two and where he shall find the letter. Observe his construction of it. For this night, to bed, and dream on the events.
By my life, she's a good wench. And one that adores me. I was adored once, too. Let's to bed, knight. I cannot recover your niece. I'm a foul way out. If thou ask her not in the end, call me Cut. If I do not, never trust me. Take it how you will. Well, it's too late to go to bed now. I'll go burn some sack. Come, knight, come, knight.
Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love in the sweet pains of it, remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon it, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves. Hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
Well, what kind of woman is it?
Of your complexion.
She is not worth thee, then. What years, I faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven! Let still the woman take an elder than herself. So wears she to him. For, boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and worn than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
And so they are. Alas that they are so. To die even when they to perfection grow.
Oh, fellows, come. That song we had last night.
Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, fly away, fly away, death. I am slain by a fair cruel maid till the end of time. Not a flower, not a flower, not a flower sweet on my black coffin. Let there be strewn. Not a friend, not a friend, not a friend greet my poor corpse where my bones shall be thrown.
Give me now leave.
Now the melancholy god protect thee. Thy mind is very opal. I would have men of such constancy put to sea, that their business might be everything and their intent everywhere. For that's it that always makes a good voyage of nothing.
Once more, Cesario, get thee beyond same sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love is more noble than the world.
But if she cannot love you, sir?
I cannot be so answered.
Sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love a great a pang of heart, as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, you tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
But there is no woman's sighs can buy the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much, but mine is all as hungry as the sea and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can owe me and that I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. My father had a daughter, loved a man, as it might be perhaps, were I a woman I should your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy, she sat like Patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love, indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste.
If I lose a scruple in this sport, let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
We will fool him black and blue, shall we not, Senor Fabian? Ah, here comes the little villain.
Shh! Get ye all three into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He has been yonder in the sun practicing his behavior to his own shadow this past half hour. Oh, observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Lie thou there. Here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
Ah, here's an overweening rogue.
Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. How he jets under his advanced plumes.
I could so beat the rogue.
Viscount Malvolio.
Ah, rogue!
Pistol him! Pistol him!
Oh, peace! Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state,
Oh, for a stone bow to hit him in the eye.
calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I've left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone!
Oh, peace! Peace!
Them, I know my place as I would they should do theirs. For my kinsman Toby.
Bolts and shackles!
Peace! Peace! Peace!
With an obedient start, make out for him. I frown the while, and perhaps play with some rich jewel. Toby approaches, courtesies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
I extend my hand to him thus, with an austere regard of control.
And does not Toby make you take a blow of the lips then?
Sing, cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Oh, out, scab!
Nay, patience, or we break the sinews of our plot.
Right, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warn you.
One Sir Andrew.
High news was I.
What employment have we here? Oh, by my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's and her T's, and thus she makes her great B's.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's? Why that?
To the unknown beloved. Whom should this be?
This wins him, Lavernal.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move. No man must know. What follows? No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio,
Harry, hang thee!
I may command where I adore. Silence, like a Lucrece knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
What dish of poison has she dressed him?
Excellent wench, say I.
I may command where I adore. Why? She may command me, I serve her, she is my lady. And that end, what should that alphabetical position portend? M-O-A-I. M, Malvolio. M, why that begins my name.
Oh, did I not say he would work it out?
M. But then there is no consonancy in the sequel. A should follow, but O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
Aye, or I'll cudgel him and make him cry, oh.
And then I comes behind.
Aye, and had you had an eye before you, you might see that you had more detraction at your heels than fortunes before you.
M-O-A-I. Every one of these letters is in my name. Here follows prose. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wish to see thee ever crossed gartered. Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still. I will be proud. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will be point devise the very man. I do not now fool myself, for every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. Thank my stars, I am happy. I will be in yellow stockings and cross-gartered. Jove, my stars be praised. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me.
I could marry this wench for this device.
So could I too.
Oh, and here comes my noble goal-catcher. Why, that was put him in such a dream that when an image of it leaves him, he should run mad.
Nay, but say true. Does it work upon him?
Oh, like aqua vitae with a midwife.
You will then see the fruits of the sport mark his first approach before my lady. He will be in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests. And he will smile upon her, which being so unsuitable to her condition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, it would hardly but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit.
Just like a melody that lingers on, you seem to haunt me night and day. I never realized till you had gone how much I cared about you. I can't live without you. All alone, I'm so all alone. There is no one else but you. All alone by the telephone, waiting for a ring, a ting-a-ling. I'm all alone every evening. All alone, feeling the blue.
Save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by thy tabor?
No, sir, I live by the church.
Huh. Art thou a churchman?
No such matters, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
Art not thou the Lady Olivia's fool?
No, indeed, sir, the Lady Olivia has no folly. She will keep no fool, sir, till she be married. I am indeed not her fool, but her corrupter of words.
I saw thee late at the Count Orsino's.
Foolery, sir, does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere.
Hold, there's expenses for thee.
Now Jove, in his next commodity of hair, send thee a beard.
My troth, I tell thee, I'm almost sick for one, though I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
My lady is within, sir.
Give me your hand, sir. What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir. Your servant to the Count Orsino.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him I think not on him, for his thoughts, when they were blanks, rather than filled with me. I pray you, I bade you never speak again of him.
Dear lady.
Give me leave, beseech you. I did send, after the last enchantment you did here, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me you. Under your hard construction must I sit, to force that on you in a shameful cunning, which you knew none of yours. What might you think?
I pity you.
That's a degree to love?
No, for 'tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why then, methinks 'tis time to smile again. If one should be a prey, how much the better to fall before the lion than the wolf. The clock upbraids me with the waste of time. I prithee, tell me what thou thinkst of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Then think you right. I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so.
By innocence I swear, and by my youth I have one heart, bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none shall be mistress of it, save I alone. And so adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again. Thou perhaps mayst move that heart, which now borest like as love.
Faith, I'll not stay a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear Venom, give thy reason.
Mary, I saw your niece give more favors to the Count's serving man than ever she bestowed upon me.
This was a great argument of love in her toward you.
Slight, will you make an ass of me?
She did show favor to the youth to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should have banged the youth into dumbness.
Why, then build me thy fortunes upon the basis of valor. Challenge the Count's youth to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece will take notice. And assure thyself, there is no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's commendation with woman than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go. Write it in a martial hand. Be cursed and brief.
We shall have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it.
Then never trust me. And by all means, stir on the youth to an answer.
Okay, if you desire this spleen and will laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. Yond gull Malvolio is turned heathen, for there is no Christian can ever believe such impossible passages of grossness. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-guarded?
Most villainously. He does obey every point of the letter that I drop to betray him. I know my lady will strike him. And if she do, he'll smile and take it for a great favor.
Oh, bring us where he is.
I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire more sharp than filed steel did spur me forth.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks. But were my worth as is my conscience firm, you should find better dealing.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Countess' galleys, I did some service of such note indeed that were I ta'en here, it would scarce be answered.
Belike you slew great number of his people.
The offense is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of the time and quarrel might well have given us bloody argument. If I lapse in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, here's my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant, 'tis best to lodge. There, you shall have me.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
I have sent after Cesario. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? Where is Malvolio? He is sad and civil and suits well for a servant with my fortunes.
He is coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. He is sure possessed.
Why, what's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you. If he come, for sure the man is tainted in his wits.
Go call him hither. I'm as mad as he, if sad and merry madness equal be.
How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady, ho, ho!
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady, I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering, but what of that?
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. It did come to his hands, and commands shall be executed. I think we do know thy sweet hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
God comfort thee.
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great. Some achieve greatness.
What sayest thou?
And some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee.
Remember who commended thy yellow stockings.
Thy yellow stockings?
And wish to see thee ever cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered?
Go to. Thou art made, if thou desirest to be so.
Am I made?
If not, let me see thee a steward still.
Why, this is very midsummer madness.
The young gentleman of the court Orsino has returned, and I could hardly entreat him back.
I'll come to him. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where's my cousin Toby?
Oh, no worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. Let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, nor by my degree, but fellow. What can be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes.
Which way is he? If all the devils of hell himself possessed him, I'll speak to him.
Here he is! I'll sit with you, sir. I'll sit with you, man.
Go off, I discard you.
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks within him. Did I not tell you, Sir Toby? My lady wishes you have a care with him.
Aha, does she so?
We must deal gently with him. Let me alone. How do you do, Malvolio? How is it with you? What, man, defy the devil. Consider he is an enemy to mankind.
Do you know what you say?
Pray God he be not bewitched.
Prithee, hold thy peace. This is not the way.
Why, how now, my bawcock? What dost thou, Chuck?
Sir!
Get him to say his prayers, good Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
My prayers, Minx?
No, I warn you, he will hear of no godliness.
Go hang yourselves all.
Is it possible?
If this were played upon a stage now, I could condemn it as an improbable fiction.
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Come, we'll have him in a dark room. My niece is already in the belief that he's mad. We may carry it thus for our pleasure and his penance till our very pastime, tired and out of breath, prompt us to have mercy on him.
Here's the challenge. Read it. Warrant, there's vinegar and pepper in it.
Is it so saucy?
Give me. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow. Wonder not, nor admire in my mind why I do call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for it.
A good note that keeps you from the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly, but thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for. I will waylay thee going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me...
Good, good.
Thou killest me like a rogue and villain.
Still you keep of the windy side of the law. Good.
Fare thee well, and God have mercy on one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better, and so look to thyself, thy friend and sworn enemy, Andrew Aguecheek. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot.
You may have very fit occasion for it.
Go, Sir Andrew. As soon as thou seest him, draw, and as thou drawest, swear horrible. Away!
Nay, let me alone for swearing.
Now will I not deliver his letter, which being most excellently ignorant will breed no terror in the youth. But I will deliver his challenge by word of mouth, drive the gentleman into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. They will kill one another by the look.
Oh, here he comes with your niece.
I will meditate upon some horrid image for a challenge. Of what nature the wrongs are thou hast done him, I know not. Thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me.
Oh, you'll find it otherwise, I assure you.
I pray you, sir, what is he?
He is knight. Souls and bodies hath he divorced 3, and his incensement at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by pangs of death and sepulchre.
I will return again into the house. I am no fighter.
Back you shall not into the house. Therefore strip your swords stark naked, for metal you must, that's certain.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office as to know of the knight what my offense to him is.
I will do so. Signor Fabian, stay you by this gentleman till my return.
Pray, do you know of this matter?
I know the knight is incensed against you, but nothing of the circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
He is indeed the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite you could ever come across in all of Illyria. Will you walk towards him? I will make your peace with him if I can.
I shall be much bound to you for it.
Why, man, he's a very devil.
Pox on it, I'll not meddle with him.
Aye, but he will not now be pacified. Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
Plague on it. I'd have seen him damned ere I challenged him. Let him the matter slip and I'll give him my horse.
I'll make the motion. Stand here, make a good show on it. Marry, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you. I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I have persuaded him the youth's a devil. There's no remedy, sir. He will fight you for oath's sake. Therefore, draw. He protests he will not hurt you.
Pray God defend me. A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of man.
Come, Sir Andrew, there's no remedy. The gentleman will, for his honor's sake, have but one bout with you. But he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. Come on, to it.
He gotta keep his oath.
I do assure you, 'tis against my will.
Put up your sword. If this young gentle hath done offense, I take the fault on me.
Why, what are you?
One, sir, that for love dares yet do more.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, then I am for you.
Oh, good Sir Toby, hold! Here come the officers.
This is the sailor to thy office.
Antonio, I arrest thee at the sooner Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, I know your favor well, though now you have no sea cap on your head.
Take them away.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there's no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do now my necessity makes me to ask you for my purse? It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than for what befalls myself.
Come away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money?
Will you deny me now? Do not tempt my misery or upbraid me of those kindnesses that I've done for you.
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any other feature.
Come, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death. But oh, how vile an idol proves this god. Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature shame. In nature there's no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind.
Ira grows mad. Away with them.
Prove true, imagination, oh, prove true, that I, dear sister, be now taken for you.
Come hither, knight. Come hither, Fabian.
They named Sebastian. I my sister know, yet living in my glass, and even such and so, for them I imitate. Oh, if it prove tempests are kind and salt waves fresh in love.
A very dishonest, paltry boy, leaving his friend here in necessity and denying him.
A coward, a most devout coward, religious in it.
I'll after him again and beat him.
Do, cuff him soundly.
I do not.
Now come, let us see the event.
I dare lay any money, 'twill be nothing yet.
Will you make me believe that I am not sent for you?
Go to, thou art a foolish fellow.
Well held out of faith. No, I do not know you, nor I am not sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak with her, nor your name is not Master Cesario, nor this is not my nose neither. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly? I prithee, now ungird thy strangeness.
I prithee, depart from me.
Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for you.
Why, there's for thee, and there. Are all the people mad?
This will I tell my lady straight.
Come on, sir, hold.
Let go thy hand.
I will not let you go.
I will be free from thee. If thou darest tempt me further, draw thy sword.
What? What? Nay, then I must have an ounce of this malapert blood from you.
Hold, Toby, hold! On my life, I charge thee, hold!
Madam.
Will it ever be thus? Ungracious wretch, out of my sight! Be not offended, dear Cesario. I prithee, go with me to my house, do not deny. Beshrew his soul for me, he started one poor heart of mine and thee.
What relish is this? How runs the stream? Or am I mad? Or else this is a dream. Let fancy stone my sense and let thee steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. Would thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Oh, say so and so be.
Nay, I prithee, put on this gown and beard. Make him believe thou art Sir Topus the curate. I'll call Sir Toby the whilst.
Well, I'll put it on and I will dissemble myself in it. And I were the first that ever dissembled in such a gown.
Jove bless thee, Master Parson.
Oh, to him, Sir Topus.
What ho, I say, peace in the prison.
The knave counterfeits well, a good knave.
Who calls there? Sir Topaz, the curate, who comes to visit Malvolio, the lunatic.
Sir Topus, good Sir Topus, go to my lady.
Out, hyperbolical fiend! How vexest thou this man? Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Well said, Sir Topus.
Sir Topus, I am not mad, never was man thus wronged. Good Sir Topus, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Thou dishonest Satan, sayest thou this house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topus.
Why, it hath bay windows, transparent as barricadoes, and yet complainest thou of obstruction?
I am not mad, Sir Topus. I say, this house is dark.
Madman, thou errest. I say there is no darkness, but ignorance.
I say, this house is as dark as ignorance, though ignorance were as dark as hell. And I say there was never man thus abused. I am no more mad than you.
Fare thee well. Remain thou still in darkness.
Sir Topus! Oh, Sir Topus!
My most exquisite Sir Topus!
Thou mightst have done without the gown and beard. I mean, he sees thee not.
To him in thine own voice, and bring me word how thou findest him. I would were we well rid of this knavery.
Hey Robin, jolly Robin, tell me how thy lady does.
Fool!
Who calls, huh?
Oh, good fool, as ever thou wilt deserve well at my hand, help me to a candle, pen, ink, and paper.
Master Malvolio?
Aye, good fool.
Alas, sir, how fell you besides your 5 wits?
Fool, there was never a man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
But as well? Then you are mad indeed if you be no better in your wits than a fool.
Fool, they have propertied me here, keep me in darkness, and ministers to me asses, and do all that they can to send me out of my wits.
Advise what you say, the minister is here. Malvolio, Malvolio, thy wits the heavens restore, endeavor thyself to sleep, and leave thy pain bibble babble.
Sir Topus!
Maintain no words with him, good fellow. Who, I, sir? Marry, amen, I will serve, I will.
I tell thee, I am as well in my wits as any man in Illyria. Oh, good fool, some ink, paper, and light, and convey what I will set down to my lady.
I will help you to it, but tell me true, are you not mad indeed?
Believe me, I am. I tell thee true.
Nay, I'll never believe a madman till I see his brains. I will fetch you light and paper and ink.
Fool, I'll requite it in the highest degree.
I'm gone, sir, and anon, sir, I'll be with you again.
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me, I do feel it and see it. And though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, it is not madness. Where is Antonio then? I could not find them at the Elephant. For though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness. Yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distress mine eyes and wrangle with my reason that persuades me any other trust but that I am mad, or else the lady's mad. There's something in it that is deceivable. But here, the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, now go with me and with this holy man into the chantry by. There, before him and underneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith that my most jealous and too doubtful soul can live at peace.
What do you say?
I'll follow this good man and go with you, and having sworn truth ever will be true.
Then lead the way, good father, and heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Amen.
Now, if thou lovest me, let me see his letter.
Good Master Fabian, grant me another request.
Anything.
Do not desire to see this letter.
Belonging to the Lady Olivia, friends?
Aye, sir, we are some of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary, the better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Marry, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly I am an ass. Why then, the worse for my friends, and the better for my foes.
Why, this is excellent.
By my troth, sir, no, though it please you to be one of my friends.
Thou shalt not be the worse for me. There's gold. If you will let your lady know I am here to speak with her and bring her along with you, it may awake my bounty further.
Marry, sir, lullaby to your bounty till I come again. I will awake it anon.
Here comes the youth, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of theirs, I do remember well. A bobbling vessel were they captain of.
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the Phoenix, and this is them that did the Tiger board, when your young nephew lost his leg.
Here in the streets, desperate of shame and state, in private rabble did we apprehend them.
They did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what 'twas but distraction.
Notable pirate.
Thou salt-water thief! What foolish boldness brought thee to the mercies, whom thou in terms so bloody and so dear hast made thine enemies?
Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess on base and ground enough, Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither. That most ingrateful youth there by your side did I redeem. From the rude seas enraged and foamy mouth, a wreck past hope they were. Their life I gave them, and did thereto add my love. All theirs in dedication, without retention or restraint. For their sake did I expose myself, pure for their love, into the danger of this adverse town. True to defend them when they were beset, and while one would wink, they denied me mine purse, which I had recommended to their use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came they to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before, both day and night did we keep company.
Here comes the Countess. Oh, now heaven walks on earth. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. This youth hath attended upon me. 3 months this youth hath attended upon me. But more of that anon. Take them aside.
Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Gracious Olivia.
What say you, Cesario? Good, my lord.
Still so cruel?
Still so constant.
What, to perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul, the faithfulest offerings, hath breathed out that ere devotion tendered. What shall I do?
Even what it please, my lord, that shall become him.
Since you to non-regardance cast my faith, and that I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor, live you the marble-breasted tyrant still. But this, your minion, whom I know you love, and whom by heaven I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of that cruel eye where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe in mischief. I'll sacrifice the lamb that I do love, to spite a raven's heart with a dove.
And I most, Jocund, apt and willingly to do you rest, 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more than ever I shall love wife.
Ay me, detested! How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Come away.
Whither, my lord? Cesario, beloved, stay.
Beloved?
I, beloved. Can Cesario that deny?
Her beloved, sirrah.
No, my lord, not I.
Fear not, Cesario. Take thy fortunes up. Father, I charge thee by thy reverence here to unfold what thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and I.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by mutual joinder of your hands, attested by the holy close of lips, strengthened by interchangement of your rings, and all the ceremony of this compact sealed in my function by my testimony.
Oh, thou dissembling cub. Farewell, and take her. But direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
For the love of God, a surgeon! He's broken my head across and has given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too.
Who hath done this?
The Count's man, one Cesario.
My gentleman, Cesario?
Odds lifeling, here he is!
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespoke you fair and hurt you not.
Has hurt me! And that's me, I done it!
Who hath made this havoc with them? Get him to bed and let his hurt be looked to.
I'll help you, Sir Toby. We'll be dressed together.
How does Malvolio, sirrah?
Has here writ a letter to you. By the Lord, madam.
How now? Art thou mad?
No, madam, I do but read madness.
Read it you, sirrah.
Okay. By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Is this the madman?
How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong, notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you peruse that letter. You must not now deny nor say 'tis not your seal nor your invention. Then tell me why, in the modesty of honor, have you bade me come smiling and cross-gartered, and acting this in an obedient hope? Why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in the dark house, visited by a priest, and made the most notorious Gekingall that invention e'er played upon? Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing, though I confess, much like the character, but out of question, 'tis Mariah's hand?
Good madam, hear me speak. Most freely, I confess myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here. Upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts we had conceived against him, Mariah writ the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her. How with sportful malice it was followed, may rather pluck on laughter than revenge.
Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. And thus, the whirligig of time brings in his revenges.
I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you.
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace.
I am sorry, madam. I have hurt your kinsman. You throw a strange regard upon me, and by that I do perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, even for the vows we made each other but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and 2 persons.
Most wonderful.
Antonio! Oh, my dear Antonio, how have the hours racked and tortured me since I have lost thee?
How have you made division of yourself? And Apple Clifton too is not more twin than these 2 creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. I had a sister, whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What countrymen? What name? What parentage?
Of Messalene, Sebastian was my father, such as Sebastian was my sibling too, so went they suited to their watery tombs. If spirits can assume both form and suit, you come to fright us.
A spirit I am indeed, but am in that dimension grossly clad, from the womb I did participate.
My father had a mole upon his brow.
And so had mine.
And died that day when Viola from her birth numbered 13 years.
Were you a woman, as the rest goes even, I should my tearlet fall upon your cheek and say thrice welcome, drowned Viola. So comes it, lady, you have been mistook. You would have been contracted to a maid, nor are you therein by my life deceived. You are betrothed both to a maid and man.
If this be so, as yet the glass seems true, I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said 1,000 times thou never shouldest love woman like to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear, and those swearings keep as true in soul.
My lord, so please you, these things further thought on, to think me as well a sister as a wife?
Madam, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and since you called me master for so long, you shall from this time be your master's mistress. Give me thy hand, and let me see in thee thy woman's weeds.
A sister, you or she?
When that is known in golden time convents, a solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls. Cesario, come, for so you shall be while you are a man, but when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
Singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet. Blow rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock 'em tonight. Every little swallow, every chickadee, every little bird in the tall oak tree. The wise or loud, the big black crow, flap of their wings, sing and go, bird, go.
So we are doing 1, 2. Nope, 1, 1. All right, good morning. Okay, we're doing 1, 1 of 12th night, and this is take 1.
I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I persuaded him the youth is a devil.
Other way, Joe.
Save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by the tabard?
No, sir, I live by the church.
No, it's okay. I'm quite happy with everything non-logistics. So, this is 1-5, part 3, take like 4, because Wi-Fi even aren't so
I'm too old, by heaven. Oh,
So you're fine. I just had to stop it right away.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Take 2.
Yes.
Stop the recording.
No.
No. Who knows?
Oh no, it's so bad.
I know it. What is happening now?
Oh no, it's so bad.
Bro, scary.
My friendship. Sorry.
You're doing amazing.
3-4 jewelry bit. We good. No worries.
Bolts and shackles!
Oh, peace.
No, but you're a good large goose. That is full of good eggs. That sounds gross. But it's Caroline's here, so now we get like more egg references. The good and bad egg.
Thank you for calling me a beautiful goose. I appreciate it.
Beautiful goose. Hyung.
Oh, get in the closet!
Orsino's going back in the
I
closet.
really thought he had 2 guitars until I found out that that was a mirror.
I do actually have 2 guitars.
When I was
was a tiny boy with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain. I had my pride and I knew how to hide all my sorrow and pain. I did my crying in the rain. But when I came to man's estate, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, you'll never know that I still love you so, though the heartaches remain. I'll do my crying in the rain. Raindrops falling from heaven could never wash away my misery. But since we're not together, I look for stormy weather to hide the tears I hope you'll never see. A great while ago, the world begun with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain. But that's all one, our play is done, though the heartaches remain. We'll strive to please you every day. We'll strive to please you every day. We'll strive to please you every day.